In today's video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to protect yourself if you absolutely have to buy something on Aliexpress. First of all, I would like to say, highly suggest that you don't buy anything on Aliexpress. But if you do, these are things that you should really do before you purchase anything to protect yourself, because they're not going to protect you. All right, let's get started. First thing is to look for alternatives. Like I said, Aliexpress is not really an online shop. Okay, I look at it as more like an online casino, because you don't know whether you're going to get what you order, or whether you, even if they do ship the item, you don't know if what they listed is the truth. 9 times out of 10, it's not, whatever they listed. It might be a different color, different size, poor quality. I mean, let's face it. In Chinese-made products, especially from AliExpress, they're not very. They don't have any quality control. So the first thing you do is to look for alternatives. Second thing you should do is, if you absolutely have to purchase anything on AliExpress, you should buy things that are very low value. And basically, I would recommend anything lower than maybe $10 to $20 maximum. The reason for this is, if they can and will and did rip me off of $45, and if you look online, there's plenty of other customers and reviews that state that they lost more, like 200, 300, 400. So in a way, I felt kind of fortunate to only lose 45. I know. Keep your loss low, right? By buying things. Like I said, this is an online casino, not a shop. By buying things that are low value, $10, $20, number one, they'll have a higher chance of refunding you, because I'm not saying they will, but it's a low value item. Okay, but if it's a $200, $300, $400 item, they're gonna steal the money most likely. The other thing is, you're not gonna have to kill yourself to fight, to get back that amount of money. I know it sounds, any amount of money, whether it's small money here stolen from one person, whether it's $10 here and $5 there from another person, you add it all up from many different types of people in many different countries. That's a lot of money. But like I said, this is this is one way to minimize your loss right from the get-go, is to purchase a low value item. All right, I would, like I say again, do not I would avoid AliExpress like the plague, but if you have to purchase it, limit your loss from the onset. Second thing is to choose your payment method very, very carefully. All right, and by that is, if you pick credit card or PayPal, you have a roughly 90-day window to get your money back. Okay, so if you're gonna get something from AliExpress, normally it's about 2 months. What they say is about 2.5 months. That's plenty of time to go through PayPal or go through your credit card and put a chargeback or get a refund from PayPal. They actually protect their consumers, especially PayPal. PayPal is amazing when it comes to consumer protection. And for chargeback works, similar to PayPal. The reason why I say use these two payment methods is because you don't want to have to rely on AliExpress's dispute method. It's like the police investigating police and saying, "Yep, we found nothing." Right? I mean, how thorough can you really, how much can you really rely on their own dispute system? Of course, they're gonna protect their own Chinese sellers. Okay. Of course, they're gonna scam you. I mean, so basically, their dispute system is not a third party. Right? Their dispute system is themselves investigating themselves to clear their sellers and then take your money and give it to them anyway. Right? It's really for show. AliExpress's dispute system is really for show. And if you want to learn more about that, you can go ahead and check out my other videos. I talk more about that. So you have to, this is very important. Use PayPal. Use a credit card that has a chargeback system, whether it's Visa or MasterCard, and then make sure you time your window. So if roughly 2.5 months you don't see your product, you go ahead and you go through PayPal and you go through your credit card and chargeback. Do not go through AliExpress, right? No matter what they say, they might say, "Dear friend, we shipped it. It might be lost." They'll do all these stall tactics. Okay, don't listen to them. All right, they lied one too many times and way too naturally. All right, because it's okay in their country and their culture to do so. All right. Next tip, which I want to move into. If your buyer protection is finished, charge back ASAP. What I mean by that is you'll get like, I think 2 to 3 months buyer protection. What they claim is buyer protection. So if your item doesn't come within 2 to 3 months, you can dispute it and in theory get your money back. But in reality, it's basically their own company investigating their own company, and you really think they're going to be honest? I mean, I have plenty of videos showing that they even troll the customers. They'll say, "Yeah, we refunded you $0," and they don't care, right? Because what can you do? That's their attitude. That's the CCP Chinese AliExpress's attitude, right? So they don't have a buyer protection system. They don't have anything. All right, don't expect your values and your system, and don't project it onto Chinese AliExpress because it's non-existent. Right? That's what they're hoping for you to do. They're hoping for you to think that there's some kind of safeguard, but there isn't. Right? So do not contact the seller. The seller, most times what you're going to do is the seller will stall. They'll say, "Oh yeah, we sent it already. Yeah, give me time, or cancel your dispute and I'll send you 2, or I'll give you a discount," or they'll stall, and they always start with "dear friend." Hey, dear friend. That's if they even answer the email. Okay, a lot of times they just blow you off once they got your money, or they think they got your money. All right. The other thing they do is they automatically extend your buyer protection. All right, so that means that instead of waiting for 3 months to get a refund, it's going to be 4. It's going to be 5, right? So don't contact the seller. They tell you to contact the seller for a reason on AliExpress. That's so that the seller can stall you. Don't do it, right? It's your money on the line. As soon as 2.5 months or 2 months, 2.5 months, whatever, I'd go for 2 months to be safe. If you don't see your item 2 months, charge back ASAP, full stop, right? You can always pay them back later if it comes. But you don't want to rely on them to do the right thing, because I'd say 10 out of 10, they're going to keep your money. All right. Next is the other trick that AliExpress sellers love to do is they do the switcheroo. Right? They'll take nice pictures of whatever, and then they'll send you a broken or not even similar item, okay, or build. Go ahead and take photos, take videos, record it, and let the world know. Right? So you use that as proof. So when you do your chargeback on PayPal, when you do your dispute on PayPal, or you do your chargeback on your credit card, you have proof to show and to send these services, and they will look at it and say, "Yeah, that's a scam," and they'll give you your money back. You do the same thing to AliExpress's dispute system, they're going to laugh at your face and say, "We're going to refund you $0, ha ha ha." Right? And I have proof of that. It's not me making it up. I have proof. You can watch my other videos for that. Okay, let's continue. So in summary, I just want to say that in order to protect yourself, like, avoid AliExpress like the plague. Run away from it. It's not worth buying items from a company. I wouldn't even say a company. It's more like a front that's going to basically take your money. And either if they take your money and that's the end of the story, that's okay. But most likely they'll take their money, and you don't know where this money is funding. It could be going to slave labor. It could be going to illegal activities. It could be used to buy fishing boats to overfish your country's natural resources. It could be used to build army weapons. You don't know where this money is being funded to on AliExpress. That's the thing, that the money that they're taking from you. So whether you get the item or not, I would avoid AliExpress. Secondly, most likely you're not going to get it, right? But if you follow the steps within this guide, you have maximum protection going into a really, really shady site. All right. So please, guys, stay safe. I really, really, really don't want you to lose your money like I did. But if you have to go and for whatever reason you have to purchase something, follow the steps, limit your loss, purchase low quality items, low dollar value items. Make sure you use a credit card with a chargeback system, or a dispute system such as PayPal or Visa, MasterCard, whatever. And make sure you take pictures of the item if it's broken. And once the 2-month window, shipping window has passed and you don't see anything, don't contact the seller. That's the key thing I learned from many orders. Don't let the seller know what's going on, because all they're going to do is stall you and extend your dispute period, right? And they're going to try to convince you to not dispute them. I mean, it's really shady. And if you don't believe me, don't take my word for it. Go ahead. This is all of these tips I told you is through my mistakes and my loss, my financial loss. So I don't think I'm going to ever get my money back, but you can protect your money. Right? I can use this bad experience that happened to me and help you protect your money. So if this information was useful, please feed the YouTube algorithm and hit that like button. And for more videos such as this, feel free to subscribe. This is Vince from Digital Nomad Institute signing off.